St. Timothy's is deeply grateful to the diocese for the grant that they provided. It helped us reach out and connect with a refugee family from the hills of Afghanistan. We have been able, with this financing, to help them in tangible ways to acclimate to their new home in St. Louis. The $1,000 helped the family pay utility bills. It helped them buy furniture and pay other miscellaneous household expenses.
When our Reaching Out ministry told us about the grant, we immediately contacted the International Institute of St. Louis, and we were assigned a family of 9, father, mother, and 7 sons from 6 months to 17 years old. We quickly realized that the Institute was overwhelmed by refugees and with staff changes, so we became the detectives. We found out what support the Institute provided, and we also found other agencies, particularly iHelp and Welcome Neighbor, that could help this family. This family is so eager to be successful in their new country.
6 people from St. Tim's who have diverse skills and gifts make up the A-team. Additionally, the parish has stepped up every time we've asked for donations. We've worked with the dad on how to handle his financial obligations, and together with Welcome Neighbor STL, we've helped the family move to a more suitable home.
We received curriculum from iHelp to teach the mother English at home. We used developmentally appropriate activities with the baby and the 2-year-old. We've learned a lot about the Afghan culture, the greetings, the food, the hospitality, and we've learned how to communicate when the languages and alphabets are so different, like English and Pashto. From day one, the family's been eager to work with us. We've laughed together, we've talked, we've used motions, and we've understood.
When we started this journey, we were all anxious about the unknown of what we would do, what the family would need, and how we would communicate with them. We asked for God's guidance and to have faith that we would figure things out each day and each step of the way. This has been a new and rewarding experience for all of us, but we had help and guidance from many sources. We're eager to talk to other groups about our experience and resources because we hope you will also help a family. We can be reached through St. Timothy's office to answer any questions.
Hello from Trinity DeSoto. We used our diocesan outreach gift to give area families access to local libraries. Throughout Jefferson County, many people don't have free access to a local public library. So we partnered with our local Parents as Teachers affiliate, which provides free parent educator services to families with children ages 0 to 3. And they had several families that could not afford the annual membership and did not live within the city limits of DeSoto or Festus. And so they had to pay for a library membership, and they could not afford that. And so as a church, we were able to pitch in and pay that $30 for their annual membership. We ended up helping 28 families, and they got to choose either the DeSoto Public Library or the Festus Library. The idea kind of came out of our visits with our parent educator, and she just talked about how important early reading and reading with your children, to have that love of books, is for these young families. And several of her families couldn't have books around the house because they didn't have a library membership. So luckily, we were actually able to step up and given this amazing opportunity to meet this need in our community. So we got this thank you card from the Parents as Teachers folks, and we're going to read it too. It says, "Thank you for thinking of our Parents as Teachers program and families for the donation to local libraries for the purchase of library cards. Literacy is a big part of our program, and we truly appreciate the donation that will help promote literacy in local homes. Aileen Davis, Director of Parents as Teachers. So we're pretty excited. And Ada, do you want to tell everyone why it's so important to be able to go to the library and check out books? What's the best thing about the library? You don't know. What do you like to do at the library?
Check out books.
What kind of books do you like to get?
New books.
New books. What's one of your favorite books?
Unicorn Day.
Unicorn Day. That's such a cool book. We get to check it out at the library and bring it home and read it. And then when we're done, we take it back so somebody else can read it. And then we can find more new books.
Yeah.
So thank you, Diocese, for sharing that love of reading and books with everyone in our local community.
Hi, I'm Susan Orris from St. Barnabas, Florissant. And what we decided to use the mission money for is to make a tiny library and a pantry for use by the whole neighborhood, but especially for the students of McClure North across the street from us. This is an example of a tiny library. This one is found in my neighborhood. The reason I can't show you ours is because it hasn't been installed yet. You may or may not know that one of our buildings has to be pulled down because it's become unstable, and there's going to be large equipment on the property to do that. So we're not sure where exactly we can put the tiny library and the tiny pantry until we get that building pulled down and can then figure out where we want to put it.
Hi, this is Cam from St. John and St. James in Sullivan, Missouri. Pets are an important part of our community, so with our mission money, we donated $250 to Halo for Animals, a City Pound support group. Due to the current climate, we felt it was also important to support Planned Parenthood and donated $250 to them. With the war in Ukraine and the hurricanes in Puerto Rico and Florida, we felt it was important to support the World Kitchen for their efforts to feed victims and first responders. We donated $250 to them. Lastly, we donated $250 to medical debt relief, and we hope we've made a difference in the lives of our siblings in Christ. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Valerie, priest in charge at Emmanuel Episcopal Church in Webster Groves, and I'm happy to share that we joined with other parishes in the Emory, Washington convocation and contributed our $1,000 to the Medical Debt Forgiveness Campaign. which ultimately raised over $25,000, eliminating about $2.5 million of medical debt in the St. Louis region. We are grateful for the gift we were given to make a real difference in the lives of beloved ones in our community. Thank you.
Hi, Kevin the priest here over at Trinity in St. James. This is my video relative to our donation for outreach. I'm sitting on the lawn over next to the church, and right behind me you'll notice all of these big, huge orange flags. This is actually going ahead and mapping out our pollinator garden that we're going to be planting this fall. Why would a pollinator garden be a tool of outreach? Well, it is. Let me tell you. You can probably see behind me there this elementary school. There's all different kinds of kids that actually go to this school, and their parents take them there every day. You'll notice over here on the right-hand side this administration building. Right next to it is the FFA, Future Farmers of America Clubhouse. Between those two organizations, we're going to offer to give programs relative to pollinator gardens, pollination, and we're going to have special speakers like, for example, the retired naturalist from the Department of Conservation, who actually is involved in outreach and education when she was there. Her name is Catherine. We look forward to using this as a way to step into the community that we find ourselves right in the middle of. Hopefully that should do the trick. Thank you, and God bless.